Hey, let's do what we do. Let's do what we do. Play together. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
And a very pleasant good morning, everybody, and welcome to Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City, Missouri, as today the Broncos are on the road to face the division-leading Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, we need this one. We gotta have this one. Gotta have this one. Fight mentality. 12 rounds, 4 quarters. One play at a time, that's how we're going to do it.
It is a glorious Sunday afternoon here in Kansas City, still Sunday morning in Denver.
It's time to go get us a win, man. It's time to go get us a win. They took one from us. We got to go get ours back. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3, together.
The Broncos lose 30-23 on the road at Kansas City, a 7th consecutive loss to the Chiefs. Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Broncos Film Review. I'm Phil Milani, alongside Matt Boyer and Ray Crockett. We're missing Steve Atwater today, man. Where's the big
birthday weekend, man.
Exactly, birthday weekend.
Recover out this birthday.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Yeah,
most definitely. We're missing him today, but we still got a lot of tape to break down here. Ray, let's start with you. What did you think of the game?
I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad game if you look at things that could have been done to win on the road. They don't score in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's what you want on the road. It's a winnable game, but you have to complete 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You can't have sack fumbles and you can't throw interceptions on the road if you're trying to get a win.
The penalties and the turnovers, like Ray just mentioned, I mean, that was the story of the game. And also, we talked about playing complementary football before the game. It just didn't come together for the Broncos. The defense was playing well, but then the offense couldn't pick it up, and vice versa. So it just didn't come together at all at any point in the game.
Yeah, you knew the Broncos were going to have to score at least 30 points to have a chance to beat this Chiefs team. Well, it started out okay, though, for the Broncos, just like it has in the past on the road, with an early touchdown.
Here's Keenum, 1st and 10. Bowles a block, Turner a block. Time for Keenum downfield. He's got Sanders wide open near the 15.
Hands it off to Lindsey straight ahead. Phillip Lindsey powers into the end zone. Denver touchdown.
I mean, I just showed that I love the game. I showed that I love playing the football. That's it. I don't know what, you guys are shocked or impressed. Like, for me, it's just about going out there and playing football and being there for my teammates.
2nd down and 5. Touchdown, Kelsey. 9-yard touchdown throw by Patrick Mahomes to his all-pro tight end.
Denver rushes 4. Mahomes deep drop. Throws a route middle, caught at the 10, at the 5, touchdown. And that was way too easy for Sammy Watkins. Play fake. Keenum loads it up. He wants Courtland Sutton. Sutton is there. Goes up, makes a catch, and comes down with the ball inside the KC 25 to the 24. Throws the ball wide open. Tim Patrick goes down, makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver! With 5 seconds to go in the half.
I just had a go route. I seen the DB was pressed, and I knew Case was going to look my way because the safety was too far inside. He ended up falling off, made it easier for me, and I caught it. After that play, the stadium was silent. Everybody was looking around like, what just happened? And when you get that from the crowd, the home team starts feeling that too. And going into halftime, man, it was great.
It was 16-14 at halftime, just a 2-point game after the late touchdown to Tim Patrick. But let's go back a little bit earlier, that Sammy Watkins touchdown. Ray, take me through that play. It looked like a wide receiver on a linebacker.
Yeah, when you look at that, you get down in the red zone. First and foremost, I'm a firm believer that when you're in the red zone is about pressuring the quarterback and playing man-to-man. You have to somehow match up. And in that defense, you look at Sammy Watkins comes by, he motions and gets locked up on a linebacker. There's no way Todd Davis has a chance in that battle. That's how you know it's zone right away, that everybody else is dropping 8, and you match him up, the middle of the field is wide open, and he does a shake route. He has no chance to cover Sammy Watkins in that.
When you're Mahomes, Ray, just as a defensive guy, I mean, and you see that, is it over at that point?
Oh, it's automatic. Check 5-1. Check 5-1. If I see my wide receiver on any linebacker in the league, it doesn't matter who it is, I'm checking 5-1. I'm going to find that linebacker, and I'm going to find that matchup.
And Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, they're going to figure that out. I mean, they've seen that a lot.
And that's the easiest check to make because it's in the middle of the field. It's one thing if you're outside and you have to survey the field. That's right in my peripheral vision. That's right in my eye. So that's the first read. Everybody else, you can sit down. You're not even running routes. It's one-on-one.
It's going right here.
Yeah, it's one-on-one.
Well, one of the positives for the Broncos was that late touchdown. Really the first time we've seen them execute that 2-minute drive and get in the end zone.
Yeah, and you got to think about Kansas City Chiefs are really, really big on playing cover 2 in the 2-minute period. That's what Case almost hit DT for the touchdown the first game they were playing cover 2. So that's one good thing that you can say Case Keenum did recognize it. He remembered it, and he did the same thing. He held the safety inside, and that safety is bad in cover 2, by the way. He held the safety inside and then hit Tim Patrick over the top, which glaring mistake by Andy Reid in that defense.
But the one thing I do want to focus on that 2-minute drive, though, Cortland Sutton set that thing up on that 50-50 ball. It seems like every time we come here and talk about the wideouts, it seems like Sutton on that specific play, Ray, is just going up and beating all the DBs that he's facing.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it is that that's what he's good at. He has the strength, he has a skill set, he has the height and the jumping ability. He was a 7-foot high jumper. So that's what you have to do. You have to take at least 2 or 3 shots a game, give him an opportunity, because what's going to happen, he's either going to catch it like he did, or a DB is going to panic and it's going to be pass interference. So for him, it's really a 70-30 ball.
Case Keenum has 9 completions of 40 yards or more. That's tied for first in the NFL, tied with Patrick Mahomes, the guy on the other side of the ball there. And Patrick Mahomes got off to a hot start in the second half.
Mahomes takes a shotgun snap, quick pressure. Mahomes throws a crossing route. Watkins has it. Watkins gets a block and rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
4th and 1. Hill and Hunt in the backfield. Little shovel pass caught by Hunt. Broke a tackle of Roby. Hurdles him at the 5. Counted for a touchdown. Holy Toledo. 23-yard touchdown run.
It's frustrating, it's aggravating, it sucks, but all the great players, they learn from this and they move on to the next week, but this one probably gonna sting for a little bit.
Shotgun snap, he throws a ball that is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That ball was perfectly thrown to Jeff Hireman.
1st and 10, here comes Mahomes up in the pocket and downfield it goes. It's picked off by Simmons. Around the edge they come, they got him, and it's a fumble. And the Chiefs have gotten the ball. Deep for the hit. Recovery by Breland Speaks.
It's a flea flicker. Now the throw, the ball is going to be intercepted at the 45-yard line by Kendall Fuller. First interception of the game thrown by Case Keenum.
We had a couple of options there, and they didn't bite down quite as hard as you'd like on some flea flickers. We have guys running wide open, and DT's running a great route, and Fuller made a great play. Still, it's a ball I'd like to have back.
So the Broncos end up losing 30-23, and one of the highlights probably of this season so far was that Kareem Hunt touchdown, 4th and 1. What a great play call by Andy Reid.
Yeah, when you look at that play, that is what Andy Reid in this offense has a specialty of doing. 1st and 2nd down, they look like a pro offense, but when they get to 3rd down and maybe 4th down, it becomes all college. And that's what Mahomes did. It's really an option shuttle pass, so it's like he has a 2-way go. He can either freeze Chubbs with the option route, or he can pitch it inside on the shuttle pass. So if you stop your feet, it's no way. And then, man, when Kareem Hunt gets that ball, first and foremost, I was so disappointed in Will Parks, because this guy has jumped someone 3 weeks in a row. So it's on film of him hurdling guys. So the last thing you want to do is what? Go low. You have to tackle him up high. You close your eyes, you drop your head. He's going to hurdle you, and he looked like Ronaldo Nehemiah Skeets, as we used to call him. And then, it becomes a great play to an outstanding play to maybe a play of the year. And you can't have that. You have to study film and know that this guy's going to try to jump over you.
When you're an outside linebacker, like you said, Phil, it's so hard for Chubb to make that read, right? I mean, when you see that play coming to you as the outside linebacker, where do you have to be focused?
I mean, the first thing you have to is attack. You can't stop your feet. They have you. As my coach used to say, they have you in a conundrum.
Yes, they do.
and when you're in a conundrum, you got to take something. And that's what he did. He really just froze like a deer with the headlights. You got to attack something and make that play happen faster. Because if you freeze, the play extends out. That means the holes get bigger. So as soon as you see that play, you attack. And once you attack, you make the hole smaller for him to jump through. And that's what happened. Once you freeze and I extend the play, you have no chance. And then you got to tackle, of course.
The Chiefs scored on 4 consecutive drives in the game. And then the Broncos defense really shut down, got tough in the fourth quarter, gave the Broncos a chance to get back in at just a 10-point game late, but the turnovers started killing them. Garrett Poles, how do you fix that? Does he need a little bit of a break in between the game to substitute out just so he stays fresh? Seems like technique is an issue.
Yes, and with Garrett Bowles, I really don't know if you can fix it, because here's our problem. We have no backups, really. You know, you have a guy hurt in Valdir, then you have Billy Turner on the other side, and D Ford took his time eating both of their lunch. So both of those guys see D Ford in their sleep. But no, the way you stop it or the way you help it is you have to chip and you have to max protect. I mean, you cannot have long developing routes like we did. You can't have Case trying to hold the football longer than he should have. You have to do quick hitters. You have to do chips. You have to max protect if you want to do something with those guys. Because right now, they're a liability. You have to call it what it is.
Ray mentioned it. I mean, you think about the way the tackles are set up now and the opponents the Broncos have coming up. Guy by the name of J.J. Watt. He's not bad. He's not bad at football.
Not bad.
He's coming up this week.
Yeah, and Jadeveon Clowney back there too. This is a must. I mean, we've been saying it how many weeks now, but this is really, if the Broncos want to make the playoffs, they're going to have to take care of business at home.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, after a loss like this, when a complete meltdown in the fourth quarter by the offense and then early on, you have to come home, and the problem's going to be, will we have Bronco country behind us or not? Because that is going to be a must. And this game, these guys are hot. These guys are winners of 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Yeah, so they're really hot, and like you said, they have pass rush coming.
Well, we heard Vance Joseph on Monday say it. You know, a lot of the players think that they are better than the record, but VJ said, we are a 3-5 football team. This is who we are right now. We have to be better. I think that the Broncos are going to come out, like Ray said, a bit more inspired this week.
Yeah, they got to face another hot quarterback in Deshaun Watson as the Houston Texans come to town this Sunday. All right, that's going to do it for us. For Ray Crockett, Matt Boyer, I am Phil Milani. This has been the Broncos Film Review.